Alright, wish me luck. Comes Jad. No! You gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh my god, I didn't see him do the fucking stomp. Oh my fucking god. What you just witnessed was maybe the most heartbreaking experience I've ever had playing a game. 72 straight minutes of fighting waves of enemies in the fight cave, only to be one-shot from off-screen by the final boss. I may be all smiles and laughs in this clip, but underneath my spirit is broken. After starting old school RuneScape around 3 to 4 months ago, the fight cave is the first real challenge I've had after pushing through the early game grind. Alright, here we go. The cave has you fight through 63 waves of enemies that get progressively harder as they go along, and force you to utilize game mechanics like prayer switching, kiting enemies, and managing potions. The reward for completing the fight cave is the extremely powerful fire cape, which is one of the strongest pieces of equipment for the back slot in the entire game. I went into the fight cave with pretty much the minimum recommended stats: 75 ranged, 70 defense, 60 prayer, and 70 hit points. For my gear, I went for a pretty low budget range setup. Blessed hide chest and boots for the range strength and prayer bonuses, Verax helm and plate skirt for some extra range defense, Barrow's gloves on the hands, Ava's accumulator on the back, an amulet of glory, and I went ahead and threw the cheapest blessing I could find in the ammo slot for a tiny prayer bonus. The one spot I cheated a bit was the toxic blowpipe I borrowed from my friend, along with some scales and adamant darts. I also replaced my glory with a lended amulet of fury after my first few attempts. My supply layout for each attempt was 8 Ceradomin brews for healing, 3 bastion potions for boosting ranged and defense, a stack of dragon darts for DPSing down the final boss, and the rest filled up with super restores for restoring prayer points and lowered stats. Even for a first timer, the early waves are extremely easy. The only enemies that spawn are weaker ones that don't pose much of a threat on their own. The difficulty increases as the higher level enemies begin to spawn that deal ranged, melee, and magic damage respectively. The real challenge begins at wave 53, where you have to start dealing with all 3 tough enemy types at once. Unfortunately, I didn't quite make it to that point on my first attempt. Uh-oh. What happened? Why did I take so much damage? F. Okay, so the mage guys can melee you. I know that now. Oops! With that first embarrassing death out of the way, I'd pretty much gotten a hang of the waves. Save for a few close calls. Uh-oh. Okay, this is not good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. I had a pretty easy time making it to wave 63 on my second attempt. That meant that I was ready to face the fight cave's big bad boss, the level 702 big red guy named Jad. There he is. This dude is a real prick and can easily one-shot you with his mage and ranged attacks if you don't have the right prayer on. I was pretty happy with my prayer switches for most of the first fight, but once the 4 healers spawned, I just kind of got overwhelmed and lost track of my prayers and got clapped. No! I got chanced again! I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Quickly moving on from that death, I grinded my way back to Big Bad Jad, easily clearing the waves, fully confident that this time, I had him. Comes Jad. And the next time, and the next time. And then finally, the stars aligned. I focused every bit of my gamer energy on switching prayers, and slowly chipped away at Jad's health with flawless execution. And then finally, victory. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! After 6 attempts and nearly 8 hours stuck at the fight cave, it was time to reap the reward. Fucking glorious. It really does look like pizza. For the recolor? Do it? Trade cape? Do the e-girls never do for us, please? Is it not letting me do it?